On this week's episode, we go monster hunting. This is a new segment on the video that we've been really wanting to do. It's called Creator's Corner. I'm here with Justin Stewart, Sean Pryor, and Teresa Bowling. They're the creators of a new book called Kentucky Kaiju, coming out from Apex Book Company. We're going to take a few minutes here and talk to them about their new project.
Hi, my name is Teresa Bowling. I'm an artist. You may know me from other projects such as Draculama, a comic about a vampire llama who feeds off people who cause drama. You also may know me from the upcoming book Cash and Carry through Action Lab Comics. I'm here to talk about Kentucky Kaiju, which is a field guide to all the kaiju that inhabit Kentucky. It is a 100-page book. It's got 50 different illustrations by Justin Stewart and I.
My name is Justin Stewart. I've been drawing since forever. Mainly do illustrations, some comics, storyboards, graphic design, digital coloring. So if it needs to happen to make a comic, I can do it. And that's what I do most of the time. Kentucky Kaiju is a book that was born out of my love for giant monsters. And Jason Sizemore, the editor-in-chief of Apex Book Company, has been wanting to do some sort of graphic novel, art book-esque kind of thing since, well, for the past 5 years. And I knew that I wasn't able to pull it off all on my own. So I brought in Teresa, and we split the duties on the art, and all of a sudden we got a book.
So we got the idea to take various locations all throughout Kentucky, little places that have funny names like Big Bone Lick, Kentucky, and then create different kaiju from those areas. And so Sean Pryor joined us in writing, because neither one of us are writers, and he wrote up each little story about each kaiju, what they are, what they can do, their background. Some of them kind of link to different history through Kentucky, and then Justin and I kind of ran with it with the illustrations.
My name is Sean Pryor. I'm the writer of Kentucky Kaiju. My creative career, I've served as a writer or co-creator or creator in books like Cash and Carry. I am also one of the co-founders of Action Lab Entertainment, who have published books such as Princeless, Molly Danger. Let's see, we also have the Action Lab Danger Zone line and things like that. I served time there with them from 2010 to about late 2014. But now I'm focused more on a creative career and writing and creating projects, including this one right here, Kentucky Kaiju. In the beginning, when Justin and Teresa came to me and they were like, yo, we want you to be a part of this project, I was like, bet. Cool. And they were like, well, we have these locations all across the state of Kentucky, but we need to come up with monsters for specific areas, specific counties, specific towns or cities. And so in the beginning, I was getting like super duper in depth, like learning about the histories of like, smaller counties or areas that way back in the day may have had like, major river transits and stuff like that. And I tried to incorporate like that type of history with like a majority of the monsters that you see in the book. There's a small town, and they no longer have a post office anymore. The post office closed years ago. So, and I'm sure it's like that in a lot of other small towns, but what I wanted to do was that, because that post office was, I guess, they're kind of like their landmark, I made the foundation of said monster's home in that area its home. So I had I had a great time like kind of like learning about like the city histories and county histories and things like that. And some other stuff I just made up on a whim just to have fun with, because why not? It's monsters. It's not real.
Since Sean went ahead and gave us descriptions of all the different creatures and their names, Justin and I basically went through and picked them out as we went, which ones kind of spoke to us. And so I would take the description that Sean had made and then just go from there. So a lot of them kind of had a base to them. A lot of them may have been mixed with other creatures, and so I would take the inspiration of those creatures and then just kind of build off of those.
A good example, there's a town called Black Snake, Kentucky, and so I just drew a giant black snake that had snakes for arms. So
because why would?
Because why wouldn't it? Exactly. So it was back and forth like that, and based on the town or the county where the monster came from and Sean's descriptions, then we could just come up with whatever we wanted.
One of my favorite kaiju that I ended up drawing was called Rhinoceros. I really love how it came out. A lot of them I tried to do elaborate backgrounds of different countrysides and maybe the woods, but this one I kind of kept simple, and I really love how it turned out.
My favorite is Blazing Foal well, a couple reasons actually. I like Blazing Foal because first off, it's got the word blaze in it, and anytime I can use the word blaze in in any form of medium, whether it be comics, visual illustrated guides, films, it just gets me hyped. And so to have basically a horse that's on fire, aka Blazing Foal, a massive monster horse on fire, I just think that's really awesome. And to see it just like traveling down the tracks and the forests and the wood, like everywhere, just like that's something that's just really cool to me. And to be able to come up with a creature like that to share with the people for Kentucky Kaiju is awesome.
My favorite that I drew is one called Marrowbone, simply because you don't get a more badass name than that. And he's covered in bone armor, so it's pretty rad.
All right. Outside of your book, who's your favorite kaiju?
Godzilla, hands down. He was the first one I saw, and he just stuck with me, and I was able to watch a Godzilla movie pretty much anytime I wanted. It was just run on cable nonstop.
Favorite kaiju is probably going to be Mothra, because Mothra is possibly one of the most ridiculous kaiju of all time. You basically have a butterfly that just flies around and just like flaps its wings and makes things super windy and knocks over buildings and flips cars, and only calms down when two little ladies start singing songs that we don't understand.
I'd probably say, what's his name? Knifehead?
Knifehead from Pacific Rim.
From Pacific Rim, yeah.
Awesome.
He's badass. Yeah.
Very much. Okay, so who would win in a fight between Knifehead and Rhinoceros?
Knifehead, I think he's a lot bigger than Rhinoceros. Each kaiju had a different size in Kentucky Kaiju, so we also kind of built off of that as well, and put things in the pictures that kind of related to the size of each one. So none of them were really crazy big, but yeah, Knifehead would totally win.
Gotcha, got him on the weight class.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so who wins in a fight between the Big G and Marrowbone?
Man, I mean, I feel like I would bring bad karma on myself if I didn't say Marrowbone, but at the same time, Godzilla has atomic breath, which just incinerates anything anyway.
Not even gonna hold the bone armor ain't gonna help him?
No, not against the atomic fire breath. So I have to. I mean, he was born of the atom bomb. Marrowbone is just he lives in the sticks. So.
He is the king of monsters.
He is the king of monsters. All respect due to Godzilla.
Alright, so who wins in a fight? Mothra or Blazing Foal?
Oh, Blazing Foal's got it. For the simple fact, Blazing Foal is just going to set the moth on fire.
Yeah, moths are fuzzy. Seems quite flammable.
Yes, attracted to the light. Hey, what's this? Poof, done.
I really hope you guys dig the idea and the concept of this book. It was really fun to do and to put together, and I can't wait for everybody to see all the cool stuff that we came up with. And in order to do that, you can come to the book release party that is October 21st at Joseph Beth Booksellers in Lexington Green from 6 to 9, and you can pick up a copy of the book. We'll all be there. You can get it signed, maybe get a little sketch doodle in it. And then the week after that, October 28th, we have a gallery show in downtown Lexington at a place called the Parachute Factory. And Tressa and I will have all of our original drawings up on display, and we'll also be selling books, and all of the original art will also be for sale. And you can find both of those events on Facebook. Just search Kentucky Kaiju, and both of those events should pull up. So October 21st, book release at Joseph Beth. October 28th, gallery show and live art at the Parachute Factory in Lexington. Come out.
If you can't make it out to the event, we're going to get some copies of Kentucky Kaiju at the store. Thanks for watching. Remember to share this video, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Jewett hands. Jewett hands do make everything more engaging.
It's like he's handing you the words.
Yes.
Here, buy this book.